What is your problem?
Yeah.
God, I hate you. Do you have those moments where you'll have memories that come back? Kill myself. Can you guys shut the fairness?
It's not to move on. It's that you're providing me a level 1 consideration for something that I've thought about for hours in the past, or
then why do you
tens of
keep
hours.
doing it?
Because
You are wrong.
Yeah, Ethan, who?
Fine. When are you gonna get him on? You know you could at this point, right?
I don't think I can. I think he's probably staying away from me because he knows how much it would just make everything like super, super, super dramatic.
Why don't you try?
There's no reason to push it that hard, and it would put him in a really awkward, horrible spot. Why would I push it? What part of that did I up? What are you talking about?
You know what this has the vibes of right now?
What?
I already made this joke to you privately before. This is like
That's okay. I'll pretend I didn't hear it.
Yeah, this is like the Fortnite, like, you know, is Fortnite overrated?
Like the meme with the kids.
The meme, that's it
Oh
right now.
my God,
Yeah.
perfect.
It is.
That's such a great comparison, and it's very apt for the situation.
It is. Yeah. Do you think Fortnite is overrated? Let's listen. You know, I think it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that good. Have you played Fortnite before?
No.
Me neither.
Well, I played it a couple times with my friend Pokemon. You might have heard of her.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Who is that?
She was the most popular female streamer on Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch.
Arguably the face of the brand.
Why don't you stream on there?
You know, I've moved beyond them. I've evolved.
Oh, I thought it was because you were a racist. That's weird.
Really?
Because he's a transphobe, actually.
Oh, trans. I get confused sometimes. That's my bad.
They're kind of the same thing.
Oh, that's weird. So what? So now you're on like the Nazi site, I guess?
The Nazi site?
Mhm.
No, I've never streamed on any of your websites before.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I don't have any Nazi websites, but that's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think of all the time when I had Tiny Chat and I was running it, none of the issues had to do with that type of content.
2016?
It was 2009 till man, 2009, 2014, maybe 2013.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
I definitely knew Nazis on Tiny Chat in 2016.
It was all porn. It was porn. People loved. I mean, it was like the Omegle problem. Back then, we called it chat roulette. That was a crazy story. You remember chatroulette, like .com? Like, obviously,
Was this the Omegle, the precursor, right?
Yeah. That guy, that was a wild story of that dude. I have like some inside info. Like, that guy got offered a lot of money to sell out to Airtime, which was another chat startup at the time, which was funded by, I want to say, Sean Fanning from Napster. And they offered him, I think, a ton of money, tens of millions of dollars. And this guy from Russia, who I assume didn't have that much, basically said, no, you know, this is going to be the next huge thing. And I feel like very soon after that, it just went on to get crushed by Omegle. But I don't know why Omegle took off and Chat Roulette failed. Because Chat Roulette back then, if you remember, it had all of the brand recognition. Like, nobody knew. Omegle was also only text only. Do you remember that? When did they add video?
I only knew Omegle with
Got
video.
rid of the blinds, put the blinds
It must have been a
there.
while until they did it, but
Oh, they want more.
but yeah, it just completely dominated it. And
What
then,
was the draw to using those apps if you weren't a pervert?
I don't know. I never saw the interest, but I think for some people they have this sociological. It's fun for them to meet new people in that type of environment, which is okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if I just want to like be dropped into a conversation with some dude or chick.
Hell, that's what we did back with the Yahoo and AOL chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah, but even there, you could just you could drop in and like have a conversation about something,
More?
or nothing. You could just watch and listen.
good.
Why is Dan so bad at sitting close to the microphone?
That's a good question, Dan.
Do I
Weren't
really?
you a streamer?
Can they not hear me?
It's a close. You need to be close to it.
Cringe. I hate this shit.
Good.
I can't imagine. There's people out there and they're like this all the time.
Yeah.
Microphone like
They're
right
called
up in
streamers.
their shit.
Yeah,
You're getting paid a lot of money to do
I feel
it.
like I'm gonna turn and this thing is gonna like smack me in the face. Or
Yeah,
something
you
like
get that happening a lot?
Yeah.
Where you turn and things are smacking you in the face?
No, I'm just saying.
You already said, yeah, you kind of bought the farm on that
I
one.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, like when
because
that's why they smack you in the face so much.
You've bored me, and that's a
Really?
personal attack. Again, that's number one. I'm going to keep track during this conversation of how many
Okay.
personal attacks go.
Okay.
And yeah, there we go. All right.
What's next on the agenda, Dan?
What is next on the agenda, Dan? We spent so long trying to remove some black bars, and you failed. Now, why did you fail exactly on this particular issue? Is this something that if you were smarter and you knew more, you could have solved it? Or are you limited by the hardware that you have at your disposal right now?
I just needed to be from the unboxing to the setup so I could see everything. Then I probably could have a better understanding, but I'm trying to catch up.
So if you had enough knowledge right now, you could have fixed this, you think?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
good.
So
Little
it's a pure software issue or it's a configuration issue?
That's good.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't need new hardware then to fix
No,
it?
everything, well, no, it's fine.
So you came unprepared
Just stay there.
for your
I'm gonna
own
get you to move it a bunch.
podcast here.
Talk about the Finkelstein tweets.
Yeah.
I fucked your mom last night.
I don't,
What do you mean I came unprepared?
Well, I mean, you came with
I came to set it up. That was the whole goal, was to gather information. I know
I
exactly
know, but
what's
there's
wrong.
always there's the public setup and then there's the pre-setup where you set it
This
up.
is the pre-setup right
No,
now.
no,
Yes,
this is
that's
the
why it's a
public
test
se-
stream.
this is
Remember
the-
earlier when people were
no.
rushing, you're like, this is a test stream.
No.
That's my same defense right here. Yeah.
No, you set up before so you don't look like an amateur. And
Oh.
you've
Is your supposed to get hard before the girl sees it, or is the...
I would say if you're in that type of environment
Uh-huh.
where you're going to be having sex with someone, I think typically you would probably want your card at first view from them.
Yeah?
Yes, I would
Okay.
agree to that. Do you think that is that not the case for you?
Depends on my mood.
So really, so sometimes you're just whipping it out and you're soft. You're like, hey, what's up?
Sometimes I want her to think she hasn't done enough
I'm waiting
to
for
earn
I'm waiting
an erection
for,
yet.
Your mom joke. And
There's
they're
no
getting
your
very-
mom there.
They're getting
There was no
very
mom joke there.
stale on the your mom
There's
jokes.
I
also.
can't possibly make your mom joke in this circumstance because if I was naked around your mom, I would always be hard.
I understand. It makes me a little uncomfortable, you saying that. You know, do you ever think about the moms out there? Do you think that the moms know that they're being f***ed by so many people virtually, constantly?
I mean, if you're
I
a
don't
mom,
mean-
by definition, you've been at least once, right?
I understand that. But do you think that as a mother, you know that other people
it
are
higher.
saying, hey, I f*** your mom. And that's like a very common thing to do. And
I don't know.
they just exist in that state of limbo of knowing this, but also not bringing it up because it would be a very awkward conversation.
Maybe.
Yeah?
I'm curious. I don't know. That'd be a good question.
Yeah?
We should pull
Slide the
moms.
bookshelf back.
Do you know how much they talk about
Just don't-
fucking you guys on?
I don't think I could have that conversation.
And then,
Would you have
yeah,
that
just
conversation
get
with your
Why
mom?
not ask your wife?
We're talking about moms,
Perfect.
not
Yep. Put the blue,
our
put
our
the
mothers.
blue on the
I
very
understand. What is your
the top.
problem?
Yeah.
God, I f***ing hate you so much.
Hold on. Where did you get your kids from?
I understand.
No, wait. Where did your kids come from,
I
Dan?
don't think my wife is not at that point because
wife.
my kids are not making
Oh,
mother
really?
jokes.
You
yet.
don't
They're
think
not
so?
old enough. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Nathan was making your mom jokes to me, so
Well,
They're complaining about
I guess
your
my
quiet
kids are
mic,
just better
Dan.
than your kids.
Get closer to your mic.
My
He's
kids.
close to it now.
I still have to get closer.
They're
He should
saying
sound-
your mic's quiet.
he should sound fine. Don't ever trust chat. Look at the levels on the software mixer and make sure they're going up to where mine are.
Blah 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 blah. Keep talking.
This is.
Well, now when you lean off to the side and you grumble because you're lacking confidence,
Do I just literally have to
If you
stay
talk
here
You're
like that,
like
so
this?
perfect.
The
Your
whole-
It might
mic
be that-
quality
it
is
might be that
great.
I am
Yes,
louder
I will
than
stay
Dan.
here like this. Hello.
Okay.
This is how. Yes. This
Good job. Wow.
Is how I
Oh
want
my
to
God,
do it.
it's
Okay,
almost
when
like
you
This
just
is
so
a
you know, Dan,
great
when
way
you
to
do
do a
that,
podcast.
your mic levels sit slightly still below Steven's, but they're a little bit better.
exactly where they
Wanna
belong.
fucking
I think
kill
Steven's
myself.
just projecting better. He's got a bigger voice.
I do project better, and I do have a bigger voice and a bigger personality and a way bigger, and it's black.
What have I done with my life? I feel like there's, you know,
How'd you
like
end
that's
up
where
here?
that's where the conversation came from yesterday. Is it's like where did it all go wrong to just lead at this point? I'm not sure. Low T volume, as in low testosterone. He said to me.
Thought it meant like low trouble, maybe. I don't know, the
He said
trouble's a
Dan,
little-
but I'm sure he was probably trying to tab and do DE for Destiny, saying you have low testosterone. Yeah.
That's okay. We all can't be PhDs to get, you know, your thesis of jokes over here for. But I'm sure that like for
I
those
am-
that made it through the intro, the middle, and the end, that was a hilarious punchline. Thank you.
I have very good jokes, and I'm actually known
no,
for
I
my
agree.
jokes. Do you know that?
Are you?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of times that people say, "Hey, you don't know who this guy is, but let me send you a compilation of some great jokes that this guy has done."
No, this
And they
is
do,
the
and there's
problem.
compilations, and they laugh. In fact, sometimes, I'm not even joking, if you poll some of your viewers and you say, what are some of the funniest moments of all time? You know, they're going to involve me, because I'm just a comedic
No, I
genius.
moved him really far to the
And I
left.
am in on the joke always. Even if I feel and look like I'm not, I know exactly what's happening
Yeah.
at all
Then
times.
he's gonna be in the
Yes, that's true.
Like, can
It's
you
just
sit more
part
straight?
of
Yeah.
having like
Like you're
a kind of a
participating in the
real
convo?
Hollywood natural talent for this type of thing.
You got all the subjects.
You can't learn it. You're just really born with it. You know?
You know, I'm doing an event at I think it's the Vulcan or something in Austin at the end of April.
What type of event?
It's like a debate event, but they have stand-up
Really?
before and after. I could probably get you a slot if you wanted 5 minutes.
Well,
you
that's
know?
actually kind of like for like
5 minutes,
it's-
Dan?
it's
5
not
minutes
my-
on stage? Wouldn't that be
I could
amazing?
do it if I wanted to. I could do it, and I would blow it out of the fucking.
If
park.
I did 5 minutes, would you do 5 minutes?
I would, and I would be funnier than you by
You
far.
really would?
You don't think so?
I could probably book us.
I
You know, have you heard of
could,
the?
But do you think there would be even remotely competition of the humor level?
I would be way funnier. Wait, have you
would-
ever heard of the Comedy Cellar?
Absolutely not.
In New York City?
Yeah.
I'm doing a podcast, I think, at the end of the week, like
With the guy
right
that
above.
did Finkel?
Yep. There you go.
With what? With Finkel?
He's a Jew, so you'd probably know him.
Oh yeah, because we all know each other.
I know. That's why I said you would.
It's on the Friday night meetings. We all hop in the same Discord and kind of discuss.
Isn't Finkelstein Jewish?
Supposedly.
That was a joke.
You know, I was mid joke. Friday night Jewish meetings,
Sorry.
deciding how to over your interest rates.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, see,
Another
it's not good now
another
because I got
classic
interrupted in the middle of
Do
all
the
this
credit
shit.
score one again too.
I didn't do a credit score one, but that's
I'm just
you know
waiting for them to
obviously
get back
that's
to
the
me.
one that they use against us all
Mm-hmm.
the time. So, yeah. So, I don't know.
Either
Yeah, I would be
he's
funnier.
here.
I feel like.
He's
Do you think when they say your life flashes before your eyes, like when you're at certain ages and death is in front of you, does that mean you have to repeat your life too? Like every single joke
So
you've ever
either
said? Because I
he's
notice that
in
you do
here.
that a lot.
And then this camera needs to move.
I know that's an insult, but I'm going
In?
to try and answer
More
that
towards
question
the window?
honestly.
You're gonna answer
Or-
honestly about your life and
No,
the same
I'm gonna
jokes
answer.
flashing
I'm gonna,
before your
I'm gonna
eyes.
take
Okay.
out. I'm going
And
to
then
take out
everything
the
is fine.
insult part, and I think when they say that your life
The reason
flashes
that I moved
before your
Steven is
eyes,
because I didn't like
that
the shot
there's
that
like
much and it wasn't quite behind the shoulder, but this one
certain
feels
moments of
weird. This one
memory
feels
that
like
get
a
activated
pre-planned
of just things you haven't thought about a long
So you
time.
want it to feel
I think
like
that
you're
there's like
sitting
Maybe.
behind
Wait,
them,
real quick.
listening in.
Erudite, if you want on the software thing, you can mute mic, I think 4 or the producer mic. It'll be labeled then that, so that, and then they won't hear you talking if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
I think that there's like memories that you have that you see that you haven't saw in a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have memories right now of being a kid and of certain things, and though I wouldn't have those memories when my life flashed before my eyes because I've recently had those. And I think all the memories that you would see would be things that you
Yeah,
haven't
the
even
camera's
thought
so
of,
distracting.
and they would kind of come back to you. And sometimes I think for some people that happens somewhat naturally. Like for me, sometimes it'll happen. When does it happen? Like if I'm like really kind of tired and I'm like going to sleep, sometimes I'll remember like a dream that I probably last had
Camera
when
one.
I was like 8 years old or something like that, like something crazy, like you know being trapped in a box or something along those lines. Like
Yeah.
like-
Wait, real quick. Did you guys mute the mic?
My mic? Yeah.
Are you
That's
sure?
it. I pressed the M.
M. Oh wait.
Producer, you said M mutes it, right?
with no shoes. Yes. Wow. What a fucking great joke you dumb cocksuckers fucking have. You know what? God forbid that I tell you guys some
Not
fucking
muting it?
stories. We're just gonna go pure fucking silence until you beg me, like a dog,
Yeah, of course.
to have some content. And I'm not gonna give it to you because you don't deserve it, and you're bad. And you need to be spanked.
You can keep talking. You're fine. You're fine.
Dan, how much does Steven get under your skin?
Not at all. He plays up a persona very much for stream, and he likes to act like he's the same off stream as he is on stream, but it's completely not true. And I don't know. He gets away with it for so long. Maybe it's just he just doesn't let his guard down with many people, so everyone else thinks that that's the way. But he's like a real sweetheart.
He is a sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Very
just,
cuddly.
You know, kind of obnoxious to a little bit. But what are you gonna do?
So your life flashes before your eyes, you said,
Yeah.
but not for you.
Well, I wouldn't know yet. It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
Do you have those moments where you'll have memories that come back? I'm gonna f***ing kill
As
myself.
opposed to
Can
the-
you guys shut the f*** up? All right? How f***ing hard is it to do this? Jesus f***ing Christ!
Wait, you don't want us to work on this?
Just
Wait.
do it f***ing silently.
What's the
No way to do that.
Wait,
Sign
what's
language.
Text each other.
Wait, can you tell me what's a memory that doesn't come back? What do you call that?
A memory that doesn't come back? I don't even know. What would that be? That would be
Okay, so a memory that comes back, you'd say a memory. I have had memories. Go ahead.
I'm it's too much. It's too much. Also, the color is I am not this pale, and now on here I am. You know what it is? It's anti-Semitic lighting that you've done
Do
to
you want
make
me
me.
to put the window up?
No, what I want you to do is give me a little bit more red.
turn the
A little bit
TV
more
so you look
a little bit more Donald Trump, if you will. A little bit orange, a little bit more vibrance, a little digital vibrance. Give me a tan.
Okay. Well.
Yes, I do. That's what I want.
Hold on.
She's gonna turn us orange.
Good. Yeah, make me look Israeli. Perfect.
Israeli.
Can I see camera 1?
Okay, the coloration on Steven is good.
Yeah.
Dan
Just
and
the
Dad's
soft box.
are a little bit green, I think, still.
Green. Is that
And pale.
I think you're just pale.
No, I'm not pale.
You
You
are
said
pale.
you
I'm
said
not
you hate
pale.
the sun.
Let me see.
You
All right,
stay
then-
in that window
Dan,
all along.
Dan, let me see the color. Dan's darker than I am.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm darker than Lycan, but I appear paler than Lycan
Dan
for some
is
reason.
actually pretty dark.
Yeah, he is.
No, not as dark as me, not quite, but.
Oh, we haven't been sunbathing by the pool, sir.
I think it's also part black. Fucking dumbass.
Israelis are part black.
No, they're not. What are you talking about?
Can I see cam 1 again?
I'm getting a lot of like, I just got off of meth or fentanyl, and I don't know if that's the look that I'm going for, actually.
Okay.
If you want, you could coerce to swap seats with Steven.
Why?
See what your coloring's like over there.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
I don't care.
Are you sure?
Steven is paler
No,
than...
if you can't adjust, if you don't have the skills to adjust the digital vibrance on your end, I understand.
It's the color palette of the shirt. That's what's doing it, Dan.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's the shirt.
No, I understand. I mean, this is an amateur kind of operation. I should just kind of roll with it a little bit. So that's
Yeah.
fine. All right,
Are you
that's
more
fine. Fuck it.
Actually, Dan?
No, however, let's go. Yeah. You know, like knock over the microphone or something.
It's a very expensive
So
mic.
cam 1's good. Y's good. How's cam?
True.
2 or 3?
You can tell the really old chatters because they do the, fentanyl Dan, no Israeli tan, has invented Japan. These are really classic memes.
When is the Japan trip?
Steve said that it's coming up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
After Israel.
So you're doing that for sure, this Israel thing.
I'm like 45%.
That's like a pretty, how they say it in your language, muy peligroso? Is that right? Very dangerous?
Peligroso, does that mean danger?
I think so.
Isn't that a drink?
Danger
An Italian
in
drink?
Spanish.
That's a Negroni.
No, it's a Pellegrino. Is what I
A
was going
Pellegrino.
for.
That's a, yes. a
Peligro.
Pellegrino. That's a sparkling water.
It's good, but like super fucking sugary, man. Like 65 grams.
And a Pellegrino? It's just sparkling water. There's no...
It is sparkling. It's a green dumb shit bottle of
Yeah,
water.
there's no sugar in that.
I'm sorry, I was way overboard. It's 27 grams of sugar.
You know nothing about sparkling water, Jon Snow. I know
Dude,
everything
the
there
blood
is.
one?
Epic Game of Thrones
You
reference.
like that? Yeah, that's good. I throw it in there. Steve started drinking, I notice.
No.
When I see him out with women. So sometimes Steve has this habit. He's like, hey, Dan, let's go out to dinner. And I don't ask. I'm like, oh, Steve wants to have a nice dinner with Dan. Every time I fucking go out and I meet him, and there's a fucking woman there with him. And I feel betrayed, and I feel
The last time we
surprised.
went out to dinner, like a couple months ago.
Yeah, I know. Betrayed, surprised.
How are you betrayed?
Yeah, I feel like that's something you should have said
I
beforehand.
figured you just assumed by now.
You should be his only woman.
Well, I feel like when you're going out with the homies, you're not bringing a bitch with you.
Gee, that's why you don't bring your wife?
I don't bring my wife with me when we go out.
You should. She's a nice woman.
And
She'd be fun to chat with.
Don't you start. It's another personal attack that I can feel coming on from you, and I don't like it.
That's
So,
not a personal attack. I would
There-
never
you were
attack your
thinking-
wife. Your wife is cool.
I
We've seen
know.
her a few times. She seems
Yeah.
like a cool lady.
Stop. You're thinking something right now.
I'm not thinking anything.
Move your mind wherever it is right now. Move it to a new
Look
subject.
what you've done to this man.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Persistent.
I've never said
abuse.
anything mean about your wife ever.
So how did the immigration research go yesterday?
You know. Pretty
Not so good?
Pretty good.
So what did you learn? What are the key points of the immigration research?
I learned that even if your mom's not a citizen, if she has a kid, that's a full U.S. citizen. Did you know that? It's
that's
called
the-
daisy chain immigration.
That's the
Crazy,
second
huh?
personal attack. I think
Isn't
that's
it weird, though,
number
that-
number
that-
2
isn't
or is it
it
number
weird
3?
that your kid can become a citizen, but you don't actually get like that anchor baby protection?
Didn't they just take that away like 5 years ago or something? Where you used to be able to sponsor the parent in?
I always thought it was, I mean, this is conservative mythology. I always thought it was you get there and you have the kid and then you get to stay. Like the kid gets naturalized and you therefore get citizenship.
How do you know so little about immigration?
It's not about knowing little. It's about the level of conviction I feel like I need to have before I speak on something.
Oh, that is something I was going to yell at you before you stopped me last night.
Thanks for letting me answer. Go ahead.
You have to stop doing the, well, my understanding is, stop being a pussy and stop saying it. Just stop doing it. I've told you, I think someone else must have told you, just stop doing that. Just say it and make the other guy feel like a bitch.
Yeah.
Who cares what your understanding is? It's like, well, my understanding is that Israel did it. That's like, well, Israel did it. And then they're like, well, you're a fucking dog. You know?
He's couching it because
because he's so worried about optics, but no one's gonna. They're already gonna fuck with you anyways.
But yeah, but you don't have like a million people coming after you to like look for you to say.
But it doesn't matter.
It
It doesn't matter. Him saying my understanding is, of course, it's his understanding. If it wasn't his understanding, he wouldn't say it.
Yes, that makes sense logically. I'm just saying that people are.
So why don't we
looking for
just
him to
preface
say,
everything we say? Well, I thought this. Yeah, no fucking shit. Of course, everything that you think is what you're gonna say. You wouldn't say something you didn't think, right, Steve?
You might say things that I think.
Are you trolling me right now? Are we having a serious conversation? Huh?
Have we at all throughout this been having?
I'm
a serious
trying. I'm
conversation?
trying to get to the root of the issue. I'm trying to make you a more effective.
Are you trying, or do you think you're trying?
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I can.
Be a more dominant debater. Okay. And to do that,
I'm mewing right now.
you got to stop looking weak. That's like, you know what it's like? You
What?
might as well say, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like the Israelis got there first. And I really do feel like at that time, they like that situation. Does that feel like a strong statement from me?
That doesn't. I'll bring you along to my next debate, okay? And then you can demonstrate, okay?
Can we do that? I
think that'd be awesome.
I think it probably depends on who that person
Really?
is going to be.
What does that mean?
Very much so. Oh, there's so much going on. I don't know. Okay.
You eat my food tonight, Stephen?
So you don't like my advice?
We're probably gonna go out to eat after this. I don't know. The problem is I don't have anybody more successful than myself that I'm emulating to compare myself to. So I don't know what the right or wrong thing is. I'm still growing. Maybe I could grow faster. Maybe I couldn't. Seem to be doing pretty decently in conversations. Maybe I could do better. Maybe I couldn't. I'm not sure. I don't know.
This answer you're giving to me right now when you do this? This is the you want to move on and you don't really care and it's not
It's not to
serious.
move on. It's that you're providing me a level 1 consideration for something that I've thought about for hours in the past, or
Then why do you
tens of
keep
hours.
doing it?
Because I feel okay qualifying my statements and hedging my statements.
Do you think it... But what does it accomplish? Tell me that. What does it accomplish?
It keeps my level of conviction at an appropriate distance.
So you think that everything that you say to another person during a debate, you want them to kind of discount it by 25% every time? Because that's your understanding, but you don't know.
What if I say something with way more conviction and I'm completely wrong?
You would get just as eviscerated.
Would I
if
get
you
just
said,
as
"My
eviscerated? I'm not sure if
understanding
that's
is
the
X."
case. I don't know.
Wait, so let me give you a hypothetical.
Oh,
Let's say I
boy.
said, my understanding is that Israel had a fucking nuclear reactor in 1980 that blew up and they hit it. Okay, that's my understanding. Do you think that I'm going to get less or more blown the fuck out if I leave out the my understanding is...
Yeah, I think you'd get more blown out.
I think you're fucking retarded.
I'm pretty sure Israel had a nuclear reactor in the 80s. Versus Israel had a reactor in the 80s. Yeah, you're going to get more blown the f out if you're completely wrong on the last one than the
No,
former.
I don't think so. I think the exact same people who are going to fuck with you are still going to fuck with you.
Okay, you should try it.
Why?
You should collect data and try it and see what happens.
So you think that there's going to be like some viewers out there on the left who are going to be like, well, he said it was his understanding.
No, I think there's going to be people that hear it and they have less of a visceral feeling of how wrong it is based on your level of conviction for it. Well, I think they're there.
How about you moderate yourself then? Meaning saying it way less.
Maybe I say it too much. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's stuff you probably know with pretty good conviction is true. And even if you were wrong, it would probably be a minor mistake. Like, for instance, saying, like, it's my understanding in 1955, the Balfour treatment did what? Or whatever, something like that. I feel like if you got that wrong and it was actually in 1954, it doesn't really fucking matter. You might as well just drop that my understanding is.
Okay, but what if my lack of conviction or my appropriate hedging, what if it induces my opponents to become overconfident?
So based on what I saw yesterday, when I was trying to interject into stream
Yeah.
is that you've surrounded yourself with fucking yes men and pathetic debate opponents.
The people that I drag into Discord to debate are not the same as my like B-list appearances for mainstream debates.
Okay.
What if my hedging?
What if my hedging? A higher quality villain?
What if my hedging? I'm the highest quality villain right now, though.
Yeah, but you need to find your fucking Batman.
Okay.
And you're just like taking people off the street.
What if
Citizens.
my hedging?
Like you're the Batman guy
Okay.
with the fucking suit on. That's
True.
who you're killing here.
Yep.
It's not
Okay.
fair. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I forgot it.
I hate when that happens.
I didn't forget it. What if the biggest like factual optical everything W right now that I have on the last conversation I had was Finkelstein and Ween revealing that they haven't read much on genocide. And the only reason I think that why Finkelstein was so confident in doing the mens rea correction on me is because I said, have you heard of this particular thing? Or I believe it's referred to as this. If I would have been way more assertive there, maybe he would have been a little bit more afraid of offering that.
Think of it also the other way. What did you say during that? Can we pull that up? Where's our
we don't have that yet.
Dan?
We don't have that yet, okay?
No, we don't have that. Okay. All right. So if we pull up that thing, did you say like my understanding is that it's not?
I believe
mens
it's
rea?
referred to as whatever, I think is what I said.
Yeah. So you did the.
I did the little
I think
pussy
you were
hedge
a little more
thing.
confident with that one.
If you went fucking sicko mode there, you could have made Norm look like a fucking moron.
Or if I would have just went sicko mode, he would have just not pushed back on me.
Oh, because you guys were having such a civil conversation for the rest of it.
No, but he might have, in that particular moment, he might not have interjected. He might have been like, ooh.
So you said, you know
He
what?
said, I can read it.
let's
Hold
pull
on.
up.
I said, I don't know if you use the phrase dolo specialis, that's the intentional part of genocide. Ween says, I don't know that term. Stephen Bonnell, I think it's called dolo specialis. It's the most important part of genocide, which is proving it is a highly special intent to commit genocide. It's possible that Israel could. And then Norm says, that's mens rea.
Which is technically.
I want to hear the
It's
cadence.
not even. It's
Can
no.
someone link the timestamp, please?
No.
Type of
No.
mens rea.
No,
It's like me saying I drive a Mustang and someone goes, "You mean a Ford?"
All right,
It's
someone link the
nonsense.
timestamp, please. Let's actually pull this up. I mean, they'll hear the audio if we play it on one of our computers.
Yeah.
Will
I think I'll put it near the microphone.
They'll hear the audio. Oh, if it plays in the microphone.
Yeah. Where's the fucking link?
Oh,
All right,
wait, I'm
someone will
sorry.
get it.
I will talk for a second.
Uh-oh.
Like, that time I fucking came in when you guys were having the conversation about going to Israel, and I made a few fucking jokes about our disagreements.
Uh-oh.
The fucking Reddit thread. No, stop. Don't even uh-oh. Engage with me. Look at me, Steven. Look at me. Fucking, you know that was unhinged. Like, I should be allowed to come in and make a few jokes with my friend without there being a whole thing about Lycan came in so fucking smug. It was absolutely insane. What the fuck?
The problem is when you joke about things, they're only funny or they're only seen through a humorous lens if people think that there's like a joke there. Stop! But if the joke is just like your ordinary positions, or if they sound like your ordinary positions, people aren't going to interpret it as a joke. They're just going to think you're being serious.
Yeah, that's dumb. Why can't I fucking make a joke? Obviously, we have a disagreement. There's no fucking secret to that. There are 4 or 5 VODs about it. But why can't I come in and make a fucking few cracks and be like,
Well,
oh,
you can, but
like
they're not.
that?
Well, wait, but what does a joke mean? Usually a joke involves like an exaggeration or a misdirection or some kind of word trickery. Like this is like a joke, right? So like if I say something like, oh, yesterday I had a whole bunch of fun. I went out. It was super cool. And then I came home and then Dan's mom fucked me. That's funny because there's a
That's
redirection
the
at the
third
end.
personal
Yeah,
attack.
there's a redirection. That, oh my
the
God, it was his
fourth.
mom. But if somebody comes in and they're like, oh yeah, like here's Dan, my friend. I hate Jews, by the way. And he's
That's
a cheap
the-
fuck because he's Jewish.
go
But
with
if
the
people know
fifth
that I'm
one.
like super anti-Semitic, then there's no joke. They're just like, oh, you're just kind of being...
Can you pull up the stream on your monitor?
Okay, then it's something to do with the YouTube.
Steve, did you call me anti-Semitic?
But I don't know.
No. Wait, what?
I don't know you well enough to know if you're anti-Semitic. We never talked about Jews before. Do you think Israel should be a state?
Yes. I've said, dude, hey, you know what you've never fucking done? Look at my chat logs from the day after fucking 10/7. Look at my
Yeah.
Twitter.
I
You've
saw
never
him.
done that.
Okay. Lycan was like-
my heavy priors, I don't think you're anti-Semitic. I've never seen like a compelling reason to think you're anti-Semitic.
No, I
just
saw
wanna-
the chat logs at 10/7. It was fine. A lot of, like the celebration symbol emojis.
Oh,
and,
shut the up.
Sorry.
What else you got for us?
Oh, I wanted to pull the thing up with Norm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
go.
mean, you love listening to yourself anyway. So fuck
true,
it.
so much.
You do.
I do.
All right. Here we go. Debate review.
Of the strength of the case against Israel, just like the majority of the quotes they have in this case are. And also, you said it was an extremely well-founded case. They spend like
Oh, maybe it was
1/4 of
we were
all
close.
of the quotations. Some even pulled from the Goldstone report
made us
that
go.
try to actually
God damn it.
deal with the intent part Which is, by the way, I think you guys, I don't know if you use the phrase, the dolus specialis, that the intentional part of genocide,
Sorry, I don't know that term.
I think it's
what about-
specialis. It's the
Come on, that could have been a sick. I know you weren't like beefing with that guy, but that could have been a sick burn.
It is. This is what is on Twitter now. Way to go. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh. Who is it? Oh, hold on. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. I'll text. I'll say. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
Got it?
How rude of me to do that.
It was rude.
Okay. That would have been a sick burn right there.
It is.
That's a
It worked. My humility. Okay.
Hey, pay attention.
I am paying attention. Hold on.
Oh, no, humility doesn't work, okay? Domination and dog walking is what these guys care about, right? They say, Steven got dog walked this debate.
Yeah.
And that was a point right there for you to make
That was the point from everyone day 1 and 2. People hadn't watched it yet. I think it's okay now. I'm okay.
All right, fine. Anyways, I think that could have been an opportunity to be like, I'm not surprised you don't know what it is because you haven't read a lot of this source material. Or something fucking savage like that. I don't know. Unhinged Steve. But anyways, let's see what Grandpa Lex has to say. Or not Lex, but Norman.
most important part of genocide, which is proving the special, it is a highly special intent to commit genocide. It's possible that Israel could...
That's mens rea.
No. The mens rea, yes, I understand the state of mind, but for genocide, there is, it's called dolus specialis, it's a highly special intent. Did you read the case?
Yeah.
It is
Mr.
a highly
Borelli,
special intent.
Mr. Borelli.
You did actually much better than I would have thought
Thanks.
you have done here.
See, yeah, I wrapped it up over time. I'm good. Yeah.
But I do think in this case here, you could have been like, just like really drive home the point. Like especially here you're right, correct?
Yeah.
How much do you know that you're right right now?
'Cause I read the case, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity right now to be like,
I should.
you are wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
And
I
all
know.
your,
Yep.
and
you
all your books.
You didn't read the case. You don't know what genocide is. I don't know why you talking about it.
And like whenever he tries to redirect, come back and be like, hey, listen, I just want to let you all know you're wrong. You are wrong right now. It is not mens rea. It is whatever. I can't even dolus specialis or some shit. And that's strong.
Yeah.
To come back and force that issue.
Maybe. Okay.
Okay. That was it. That was the debate review of that.
Thanks.
When we know something, we go for the jugular.
Yeah.
And when we were like 80%, 90% sure, my understanding is that Israel did
I was
X.
aggressive there. Okay.
Could have been more. It could have pushed it home. Could have made him look like all the books he's read didn't mean shit because he was just wrong here, right?
Okay.
Because how many other points during the debate did you catch him where he was definitionally, undefendably incorrect on something? Not arguable. Was this not the only real one?
I mean, he claimed that Israel gave back all the land they conquered in the '67 war to Egypt, which is technically wrong, but I mean, he could qualify that. It's technically wrong.
So this is like, this is a rare opportunity a little bit.
This is probably the worst one, yeah.
It's all right. I think the skill you can adapt in the future is to like...
But look, also, it induced him to make now he's on Twitter. Yesterday he tweeted stuff, and he was even more incorrect. So I feel...
Sure.
Look, maybe he wouldn't have done that if I would have been mean here.
No, that's look, this is going back to the what ifs on that type of
Well,
stuff.
but now in the real world, right now, this is what happened.
Okay,
that's good.
Sure, but there was an opportunity here to make him look especially foolish and make him come off very confident.
Did you read the case? That's like the snarky. What am I supposed to sit there for like 5 minutes and be like, "Ah!"
I think I would have pushed it very hard and be like,
here's
hold on,
one thing that I pushed hard. One thing that I pushed hard. One thing that I pushed hard. One
Yeah.
thing that I pushed hard was I think that Norm and Muin, I think they think about 40% of the civilians that died on October 7th
I saw you
were
trying
done to
to
the
push
IDF.
that.
And a lot of people thought I was unhinged for pushing that so much. I wasted time there.
No,
So,
I think that's good. That's I said that before, but like some people, when you're talking with them, like if you're talking with someone like who's like a serious Christian fundamentalist, it's important at various,
I understand. I know.
various
Yes.
times.
I know.
Like,
I've literally done this to Nick Fuentes. Yes.
Okay.
I did this on the Ethan Ralph show. I was like, Nick, you said you don't believe in dinosaurs, right? Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, how has been the reaction overall to the debate, you think? You think you have a lot more haters as a result of this?
I think it's been okay.
Yeah?
Did anyone get back to you from the morning show or whatever it's called?
Neither of those people ever talk to me.
The crystal ball and...
They don't. They just read teleprompters. They have no
When are
idea
you
about
gonna go to Ethan
it. Ethan who?
Klein? When are you gonna get him on?
Oh, like from H3H3?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
You know you could at this point, right?
I don't think I can. I think he's probably staying away from me because he knows how much it would just make everything like super, super, super dramatic.
Why don't you try? Put yourself out there.
Already.
You did, but if Steven did...
We've had literally one conversation in our entire life, like 6
My
months ago or
Discord,
something.
not yours.
Shut up.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Are you
All
afraid
right,
of getting
I'm just gonna turn off
rejected?
the sound here.
No, it doesn't benefit me that much. There's no reason to push it that hard, and it would put him in a really awkward, horrible spot. Why would I push it?
Not if it's not public. Like, you'd never have to say, I reached out and he said no. Just reach out and say, hey, do you want to talk? And if he says
No, but I mean, like, why would I, if I talk to him, it can benefit me a little bit, and it could only hurt him a ton. Why would I ever push that on
You
him?
ever thought about conversations just from whether or not you'd enjoy talking to someone?
What would I don't know if I would necessarily enjoy talking to him that much.
Okay, that's fair.
We have like totally separate interests, and yeah.
No, you don't.
You both love Israel?
Wait, you guys talk about social commentary and like general broad politics. You guys have constant overlapping interests. You might not think he's an interesting guy because he's kind of like the drunken master. That's fair. But you definitely have like overlapping interests.
Okay.
Why do you not think you do?
Maybe.
Who, the H3, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you not think you do?
Well, I
Bill
think
stuff.
Well. Oh, it's a. Ooh.
Dan
What?
has it.
Say it, Dan. Don't be a pussy
No,
ass
it's a link
bitch.
someone sent me of Lycan. Lycan. What were you?
It's faked. They're
Uh-oh.
faked. It's from that other fucking... It's from your schizo dipshit. How do you
Oh.
not
Oh,
recognize
I
it?
didn't even read it. You're right. I was about to.
Oh, Dan.
Those
Pull up
are-
for some Hasbro over there. Uh-oh.
Man, I fell for the fucking
the camera's off.
Palestinian propaganda. I'm sorry. God, I'm such an easy mark. My training has fucking let me down. That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll give it to you. That was fine. Ask him about the Jordan Peterson interview. It's out now.
Yep, go watch it.
Go watch it. That's what he said. He hasn't watched it. He doesn't know.
We'll watch Turkey Tom and we'll watch Jordan Peterson tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we had Ethan commenting on the debate. Do you want to hear what he had to say? Do you give a
I already listened to it. It's boring.
It was boring.
Yeah.
So,
He's just like, wow, I watched it. It was 5 hours. Wild, guys. And I was like, okay.
really? So, Ethan, you probably should have put more substance into something that my friend is prepared for a long time. He really tried hard on that debate, and he was disappointed that your comments were so, I guess, dismissive.
He was like, I think he used feeling too much.
Yeah,
I bet he's got a Jewish friend that could give him more hardcore debate tips.
that is true. And I can, and I am.
Uh-huh.
Okay? But, you know, we can always use more insight coming in. Okay. Okay. So, what else do we got here? Do you think that getting community noted is the own that people think it is? Because I feel like people just don't give a fuck, and people like get really excited.
People really care.
Yeah, but the people
demonetizes
that
your posts.
yeah, I understand that, but I see people that
People
get
care.
community noted, and then they're like, "You're wrong," and then the community note says, "No, we're right," and they says, "No, you're wrong." Like they just play into it, and it doesn't matter.
People care. There's whole
Really?
communities that like will try to brigade like community notes to get rid of them if they feel like their guy.
Interesting. Okay.
They get real mad about it. Like they'll post about it. They'll reply to their own thing and say the notes are wrong. Fuck you. Die.
Interesting. What else? What are you texting over there? You're on your phone.
5 answers.
I feel number 5 coming on. Give it to me. Who's it with? My mom. Say it. You know you want to.
It's okay. I don't know.
You don't know. It's because I said what you're going to say. You see that? Your humor is so slow.
But there's no humor.
There's exactly the your mom joke. It's old. You need better.
Valtharis? Can Valtharis hear me? Can Valtharis hear me? Is he watching the stream?
I don't even know who that is.
Kyla? It's okay. Never mind. I'm gonna lose it.
Why
You
mad?
are?
Why
Over
are you big
what?
mad?
I'm stressed today.
For what? What is happening? Well, you can't say. Is this something you can't say on stream? That's stressful?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's
Why are
fine.
you stressed?
Well, I won't push it then if you can't say it.
Oh, you can't say it?
Yeah, he's listening.
Yeah, he's listening to you right now.
If we know that a thing, if we know that a piece of hardware can do a thing, but we just can't figure it out, we need to figure it out. We can't do a whole chain of hacky solutions.
You can.
No.
I love hacky solutions.
We didn't buy $15,000 of studio equipment to use like a weird HDMI splitter because we can't figure out the switcher. We'll figure out the switcher. I'll stay here tonight and figure it out. If I need to reset everything, I'll do it. But there's a way to make the settings on that switcher hold so that there's not a two-way handshake on the HDMI cables. I know it's possible. I'll figure it out. But we're not going to buy HDMI splitters to kill the handshake. We will figure it out. I will figure it out. We're absolutely not buying dumb shit to make it work, though.
Wait, did you want Vathris to listen so you could yell at him?
Wait, who?
No, I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm not meaning to yell at anybody. I just feel like sometimes we run into a problem. It's like, oh, but if we do this weird hacky thing, and it's like, that's what you do like on a $200 webcam to make it work, not a $3,000 camera with a $500 lens.
Who?
No, it's not. I'm not even trying to be anybody. I'm just stressed because you're stressing me out, Dan. It's okay.
Really hard for a who asked there.
Good.
Who asked?
Your mom asked.
Yeah,
okay.
That's number 6.
Yes. Okay. If he's listening, the issue right now.
No one cares.
He
Fuck
does.
This
he's
guy.
listening. No, he's helping us set our stuff up, which I'm very appreciative for.
He's
okay?
awesome.
Here's the issue. The issue is that box, the ATEM, okay, for some reason, maybe fucking somebody in chat knows this, Jesus. That box, okay, is telling the cameras that it wants to be able to send signals to the cameras to control the shutter speed, the aperture, whatever the fuck it wants to control. And in order to do that, it has to force these Blackmagic cameras to use the Blackmagic RAW codec for some reason. It wants to do that. But we want these cameras to just send out an HDMI signal. I don't need a two-way connection because I want to use a different resolution that has the correct aspect ratio for the shot. The aspect ratio should be 16:9, not the 16:10 or the 12:5 or whatever the fuck it is right now, okay? I don't want to crop it on OBS because we're not going to send $15,000 of video into a box to crop it on the software. That's retarded. We're never doing that, okay? So I want the full Ultra HDMI, the 3840 by whatever the 4K resolution is, that is a 16:9 aspect ratio, should be coming out of those cameras, and the raw, and the Pro Sync or the whatever the codec format should be going into that box because there's a way to set that box to not force it to switch, and then from there that should go to OBS. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to trim it in OBS. I don't want to buy an HDMI splitter. I don't want to do any other weird thing. I just wanted it to work in OBS perfectly because it should. The hardware is here to make it all work. I just need to figure out how to force that setting. I don't know how to do it right now because I wasn't originally when it was set up, but there is a way to make it do that. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, that's all I was saying. Okay.
Did you say enough buzzwords to make you feel convinced?
He's trying to act like he's smart, but if you were
What
smart,
part of that did I f up? What are you talking about?
if you were smart, you would have got it right the first
Let me
time.
tell you the issue.
No, I was just
Box
picking them on purpose.
wants camera to say blah blah blah,
Yep.
but to get the right video format, I need the thing to go zoo zoo zoo. And every time, remember when we unplugged it, the camera's like zoo 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 zoos, and then we play zoo 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 blah 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 zoo 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 blah blah. I wanted to be able to plug it in and go zoo 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 right that. Yeah,
Yep, gotcha.
But it's changing the language on the camera. So we need to stop changing the language. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but why didn't you know this like before?
Because
when we
I
first started?
haven't set any
I'm
of this
just
up originally. It's
fucking
the first time my hands on it, so I haven't like fucked with anything. Okay.
You didn't like read the manual?
I didn't need to read the manual to make your mom come 400 times
That's
in one
the
night. In
seventh
one night. There
personal
was
attack.
no manual there. God told me how to. He inscribed it on my 12-inch.
We've seen your. It's not 12 inches.
Oh, you haven't seen my. Your
No,
mom.
man, it looks
it
pretty
grows to
big.
12 inches.
That's 8. Number
Your mom
8,
brings my
personal
bigger than
for
it's
one
ever
night.
been before.
High nighters out there. This is a new
Avatar
record
is
for
very
me.
tall.
I feel abused.
What'd you learn about immigration yesterday?
Nothing, because you fucking had that boring ass talk with that. And why were you, here's the thing that I don't get. I feel like I do a pretty decent job, usually, of gating, I don't want to say gating content, but at least gating things that are interesting to talk about. And I felt like I was fighting you instead of the other caller yesterday. And I think I know why. It's because you feel an allegiance to this guy. You don't want to make
I
him
just
feel
want to hear
bad.
more information. Just want to hear people say things that just help
was enjoying the debate.
Get a handle on
It wasn't a fucking debate. It's like coming in with a hypothetical about some bullshit. And as I said last night, you were like a cat playing with a fucking mouse toy. And it was sad for me to watch.
Do you think that little of Axel, Steven?
What?
Do you think that little of Axel? Do you agree with Dan's take that you were a cat and he was a little mouse toy and you were just playing with him?
No, hold on.
Axel is one of the better Palestinian
Did
debaters.
you feel
that's been on.
challenged at any point? Be honest.
I learned more by talking to him.
Okay,
I got to look up
that's a
a
no.
correspondent. I got to look, even if it's
That's not a no. That's a yes.
That's a no.
you learn, even if you don't disagree, or even if you don't end up agreeing with them, or even if you feel like they didn't make a good point, you still learn more by reading more. So
I
it's
feel
fine.
like literally okay. This is not such a one-sided, obvious, answered issue, Israel versus Palestine, that you can be at a point right now where you're unchallenged and you're unable to find someone who's able to
There's
give you
always more shit
significantly-
to read, though. There's
Yeah,
always
I
another
understand that.
correspondent or
There are
another.
10,000 books,
You
right?
need a better class of villain to debate with, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go find me some. Okay?
Well, I don't know where they are. I mean, they should be on Twitter or something. Let's get a variety going or something at least.
We have. I've debated a variety. You just came back to stream 2 days ago.
No, but
Stop
this guy
acting.
is apparently a regular.
Yeah, because he knows more than most of the other people that we've talked about. Most of the people that we pull from Twitter and shit are just
Yeah,
fucking.
but at least that will be somewhat entertaining, and we'll be able to hear new things that we haven't heard before, and maybe that'll lead into something new.
Yeah.
Why'd your eyes go all fucking crazy there? His eyes went crazy. They went like this.
They're 3 milligrams in.
There's no way the Vyvanse is still hitting this strong this late in the day. You're not taking double dosages.
What do you talk? What does this have to do with Vyvanse right now?
Nothing. I'm just trying
I'm
to
just
trigger
thinking
you.
yeah, good job. You did it.
I know. Sorry.
It's the turntables, man.
Leave my mother out of it.
Isn't it me staying out of your mother?
What are you actually doing? Are you just reading chat?
I'm reading a solution that we tried this, but for some reason it's not.
Oh
These
my
values aren't
fucking God,
holding.
this goddamn camera. You are obsessed.
Yeah,
You're
because it
obsessed.
shouldn't be this hard.
But
there
it
should be an
is.
easy way to make the ATEM
It is.
stop trying to control the cameras. It should be one button that I push. It should be an easy thing. There's a setting on here to do it. When you change the value of the camera in the column to none, the whole panel for controlling the camera disappears. I was trying. We already did this, but
Hey,
it didn't work.
Why don't you work on this when I'm not here?
Okay, what do you want to talk about then?
I'm not gonna do this while you're fucking reading the manual for like.
I'm not
the
reading it.
fucking
I'm reading
real
background
cheap-
info on you, so I can ask you better questions right now. Good job. Okay, done reading that down.
Did you learn something exciting about your black magic camera?
No.
No? Do you feel stupid that you can't solve this problem?
No, it's not a matter of stupidity. It's a matter of exploration and time. With enough time and exploring, we'll figure the answer out.
Well, I guess that's like if you put an infinite amount of monkeys in a room with typewriters, they'll eventually write Shakespeare. Is that the solution that you're going for with solving these cameras?
Yeah.
Are you saying we're monkeys?
You think that's like the best way you can do it?
Are we monkeys, Dan?
Well, I mean, that's the solution that he's going for there.
You know, Nick is part black, right?
What?
You think I'm a monkey, Dan?
See, you guys are racist for saying that right now, just to be clear.
I'm climbing.
I feel extremely uncomfortable with the direction that this conversation has gone.
How's that angle? Is that good?
Wow.
Yeah, I wish it was more.
Did you drink that chocolate milk?
But we just can't.
It's too much. I think.
Probably like 300 calories, isn't it?
Drink part of it.
Don't
take
tell
a
her
few
that.
sips.
Never mind. I'll think about it, okay? Nothing.
You want to talk about meat?
No.
You know, looking at you, you're a shadow of your former self because there's a problem you can't solve right now, and you can't get past
I know,
it.
it's driving me crazy.
I can tell.
Because it's got to be, it's trivially easy
It's
to
all
solve.
you can think about. You know, what's
Because once I figure out it's going to be like, oh, I just need to push boom, 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 and then it's fixed.
this is
It's
like
not your, hold on, real quick. In all seriousness, it's not your fault for not knowing the in-depth intricacies of that.
I don't
You're
care.
just
It's
making
not.
it
I should know it. It's not that. It's whatever
No,
it
but
is.
you-
It's there.
you
It's
may-
4 buttons. It's 4 clicks away. It's 4 clicks away. It's 4 clicks away. It is there. I just don't know why. It's okay. Anyway, what are you talking about?
I
Dan?
now know the way that a debate opponent can destroy you.
Yeah.
They just need to like sabotage your streaming setup in a very intricate way the night before you have the debate. So all you're thinking about during this time is like, why am I getting this artifact on this stream? And you'll be not able to compete.
Yeah, I would.
Is it the light that's causing the problem?
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
I just would like.
Just introduce a hissing noise. Yeah, or like a really small box that like introduces electrical interference somewhere
to replace
randomly.
his cables with really shitty ones. So
They
that
make those.
hum.
They make those little like I think they're called like Anoyatron boxes, and you can like hide them in the corner. And like once every random amount of time, from 30 seconds
They'll,
up
like,
to 15
beep or
minutes,
something?
they'll do a very high pitched beep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like put 6 of those in
You ever dealt with a high-pitched beep before?
apartment.
Like a smoke detector.
Like
that's-
some
Yes,
random
but
beep
you
that
can't
you couldn't find.
Yes. What was it? I think it was my refrigerator. Because now every device beeps because the filter.
Jesus
You sure,
Christ!
you sure it was your refrigerator?
This
I
dog
think
just
so,
put
yeah.
its nose right up in my cock.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe it likes
like
you, Dan.
really aggressively. Holy shit!
Why are you getting my dog to do that?
I had my fucking legs closed and it forced it open. This thing is a fucking maniac.
She is German.
Jesus.
She is.
I'm gonna have to sit here with my legs
You're gonna have to
crossed.
cross your legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants in.
Fucking pervert. All right.
You pervert.
That's another thing you don't have to deal with when it comes to cats.
The crotch or whatever?
You don't like the dog?
They're not so noisy usually. And fucking running around, scratching with their nails.
Wait, I think cats are more destructive for floors than dogs are.
I don't think so. In fact, I would
Cats are more destructive for what?
floors.
Like flooring.
Definitely
I'm
not.
pretty sure cats are because their nails are so like sharp.
No shot.
No shot.
Yeah.
Cats are gentle.
I've had one
Little
dog
kitty cats.
get scared
And they
like being
retract their
locked up,
claws.
and it fucking dug like the carpet. But I've had tons of cats that will like fucking claw in the carpet, tear it up.
If a cat is like clawing a carpet, then yeah. But if
Yeah.
a dog is
No,
digging
I'm
in a
not
carpet,
talking- Are dogs?
Like hardwood floors, this dog will fuck it up way more than a cat ever will.
cats and dogs shouldn't be fucking up floors as they walk on the floor.
No, dogs will.
Wait, no, they both are hard
No.
on floors. That's
Cats will not,
hardwood
dogs will.
Am I the only one here that's
On
had
hardwood
any
floors.
pets?
On hardwood
no,
floors.
they shouldn't be fucking up a hardwood floor.
Listen to this fucking dog walk.
Yes.
What?
Dog nails,
What do you
if
hear?
they're not trimmed, will scratch a hard.
I'm sorry. Do you think that every time you hear a tap? Hold on. Wait. Dan. Listen to this.
Loud
Wait.
equals win.
Tell me which one is scratching my iPad screen.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, or is the hardness of material means that it can hit something over and over again and never. In fact, wouldn't it be crazy?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be crazy if dogs and
What?
cats, when they walked, if their nails actually were naturally filed by the surface because the surface is harder than the nail? Maybe that's what you're hearing.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Have you ever seen how there's like Buddhist steps where they're like completely worn down over time because the Buddhists would go there every day doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like if they have nails touching the fucking wood, regardless of the heart density of the actual nail versus the wood, it'll actually fuck it up over time. And cats,
Yeah.
their claws retract.
Yeah?
They don't touch the fucking floor at all.
Okay.
So all they have is nice soft paws. And that's why they're so sneaky and so soft and beautiful and better.
Okay.
And dogs suck.
Yeah. So,
Shut the fuck up!
do you think that your floors are being walked on by as many people for as great a length of time and as much weight as the Buddhist stone steps are?
No, but I also don't think that we're trying to fucking file down metal by doing it. And I think that
Okay,
there's
but if
plenty
you
of
do- if you
apartments
do
that have
long
floors
enough-
that are fucked up from a dog going crazy, and you're just wrong.
Okay. Yes, going crazy. Yes, if a dog is like
And that'll never
clawing
happen with a
shit-
cat ever on
Well,
a
of
hardwood
course it
floor.
can happen with a cat. Cats
Nope.
can scratch shit.
Not on a hardwood
Oh
floor.
no, they don't. They would never scratch anything ever.
I mean, they scratch furniture, but not a hardwood floor. No.
You don't think that on a finish on a wood floor, if you dropped a cat or the cat tried to scratch it, you don't think it would leave a mark in the finish?
No.
Okay.
And we're talking about dropping
It's-
that cat once
hold
versus
on.
a dog by default having their fucking nails all
I
over.
believe that you believe that. Because
No.
I've
No,
met
you
your
do
cats.
not get to do
I've
that
met your
answer.
cats, and you know what? Your cats are pussies. And you know what? I bet they wouldn't leave any marks.
No.
I know real ass cats. Aslan could fuck up a floor.
No, he
Garen
couldn't.
fucking T.
He
He
couldn't.
absolutely
He
could.
couldn't.
Aslan could destroy a floor.
He couldn't. He could
absolutely
destroy a
would.
carpet.
Maybe not now in his older age, but as a strapping young lad, Aslan would annihilate.
Carpet, yes. Hardwood floor, no.
The finish on
and
wood it would fuck up. Yes.
99.99% of the time that a cat is walking on the floor,
Claws are
their
retracted.
claws are retracted.
What does that have to do with anything? Dogs' claws are not what would fuck up the floor. It'd be the force of the dog hitting the floor and doing things. The claws itself aren't scratching the floor.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
You know you're wrong.
Okay.
Why is it you're wrong so much?
Because
It only to
I've
me?
seen so many dogs in homes with tiles and hardwood floors, and they're not all fucking
well,
fucked up.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
It's weird.
I know
you're
you don't know what to
wrong
tell me.
so often
Okay.
just to me, but I don't know why. What is it that I bring out in you that makes you say the stupidest
Because you're just
thing?
trolling the fuck out of me.
I am
and
not
I know
trolling
you're
you.
trolling
You
me.
are so
You're trolling me?
unbelievably wrong.
Look
as
at
a
that
result.
cat. Fucked it up.
Well, that's like a softwood floor. Anything will fuck that up. That's like a cedar. You can't do a cedar. If there was a dog in there, that thing would be a fucking crater. It would. Is a cat capable of scratching a floor? Yes. Let's look on
That was the question.
Let's look in proportionality. If I had a cat in an apartment with a cedar floor for 5 years versus a dog, which would be more fucked up at the end of that period?
Probably with the dog.
How much more fucked up?
Quite a bit more fucked up.
How much more fucked up?
A lot more.
Like 80% more?
Probably like 90% more.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
You weren't making the statement
I
that a
was
dog would
making
fuck
that
it up 90% more. You were making the statement that the cat wouldn't fuck it up at all.
I would
You
say-
said
I
zero.
would say-
Do you know what you should have done? You should have said, my understanding is, or I feel, because if
No,
you would
I
have
don't need
hedged,
to.
I wouldn't be annihilating you right
not
now.
annihilating.
I annihilated you.
You
Lycan
speaking
showed
loud.
a picture of that cat destroying that floor, and now you realize, fuck
loud-
me.
loud does not
I
equal
should've-
win.
I should have hedged. This
I
is
don't know
why
what to say to
Destiny
you.
debates what he does. This is why he hedges so carefully. And now you look like a total fucking idiot. You look like a
Mr.
fool
Borelli,
right now.
you are such a
You look like a
fantastic
fool.
moron.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I saw
Excuse
the
me.
photo that Lycan
Yeah,
posted.
and it backed my point up.
It was nothing to do with what we were talking about. It was a cat that was forced. Different situation. Okay?
I feel like you sound more like Mr. Girl than
So
Norm right
just
now.
Really?
consulting
I was
two
trying
sources, two
more.
very reliable sources.
No, we're good. We don't need any more.
No,
we already
wait.
saw enough. Unless it backs me up. Go ahead.
What's your position?
Just read it.
Typical fucking
Okay, so this is
Hasidic
from,
Judaism tactics that you're doing right now.
Well-renowned dog cat resource, divinesurface.com.
Oh.
And it says, cats do not cause much damage whatsoever to hardwood floors. They are generally much smaller in size and weight, therefore their claws don't
Generally.
cause much damage.
Much damage.
Dogs, on the other hand, are more prone to accidents
More
as well
prone
as
to
much
accidents.
heavier and can leave long and deep scratches in hardwood surface.
There you go.
Chat-
Not while walking, but during an accident. And a cat can too, which,
I said we've lost the line.
wow, coincidentally, completely coincides with my statement of probably 90% more damage. Notice how my position hasn't changed at all, and here you are dancing around like a gay clown, okay? Trying to say that your position
You know
was
what's
coherent the
cute?
entire time.
You just
And it
got-
wasn't.
You just
It
got
wasn't.
dominated.
I didn't.
And I'm looking
That
at your
fully
strategy.
supports me.
You're
That
like,
fully
"Yeah,
supports
I
everything
won,
I said.
I won,
That fully
I won,
supports me.
and you're
It supports
gay. That's
every
what you just
single
said
thing.
to me.
It supports every single thing that I
Tilt the
said.
camera down.
You're absolutely fucking annihilated.
Cats are better.
I think you
As a pet,
need to go back to school and take
and they're
debate
softer.
classes before you even talk to me again in an adversarial manner.
I think cats are cuter. So one of the ideas I had, I don't think if it came across on stream earlier. So when I went to Israel, it's a unique place because there's a lot of cats there, especially in Tel Aviv. When I was walking around, it's not funny. Why the fuck are you laughing? Let me tell my fucking story. Just shut the fuck up. All right? As I was walking around Tel Aviv, there was a lot of cats outside, and it's kind of crazy.
They have a lot of sidewalks too. What else do they have that was just so wacky and wild?
Do you think there's a lot of cats in every city, Mr. Borelli?
I've walked around
I am
out here.
an
There's tons of
educated
cats.
professor
ahead.
when it comes to cats.
I'm gonna
I
do a
call
cat
my
count.
hands my paws.
Yeah, when I go, I'm gonna do a cat count.
You have
Every
read
single- go
everything
ahead.
you know
Go.
about
Go.
cats
Go
from
ahead.
fucking furpalace.com.
Go ahead. At least I don't fuck
Shut
them.
up.
Go.
As I was walking around Tel Aviv,
Lots of cats.
which by the way looks like fucking DDoS 2 everywhere. I don't
Okay.
know. It's like if you go there, you'll see. It's I don't in my mind when I went to Tel Aviv, I kind of pictured it as like metropolis and fucking the Middle East, and it's like really like a New York City or something. But you go there and it literally looks like DDoS 2. As you
Okay.
walk
DDoS
around.
two?
No, I think it looks
It's a
Oh,
map.
Dust 2, you mean?
Counter-Strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, as you walk around
zero.
in
Yeah.
the city, there's
That's
cats
because the
everywhere.
Arabs built it.
And so you're
Cats
saying
everywhere.
they can't make a good city?
I'm just saying,
That's a
maybe
little
if the
fucked
Israelis
up.
had built it, it
Not
would have been a
I don't
metropolis.
know about that, like, and that's a little racist.
Okay,
but
yeah, sure,
that's
sure,
fine.
sure.
So I had the
Well,
idea.
you changed
Now
it
I don't know if I
for
would do
reason.
this, but I thought it would be super cool
Remember?
if people had a tour when you went to a city, and instead of
You
seeing
changed it. So you changed it from
like all the
this
sites there, like
for
hey, we're
a
gonna go see the
different reason.
library. It was built in 1800, or
Not because of
this.
the line.
Instead,
Something else.
the
And that's
tour
what lost
would be
the line.
based around local famous cats, and you would go on a walking tour,
I
and
don't
you'd be
remember
like,
what it was for,
this is
but-
Mr. Mittens, and he hangs out at the library here. And Mr. Mittens is 15 years old. He's an old cat, and he would get fed, and everyone would love him, and he would have a fucking fantastic time, and it would be the coolest fucking walking tour of all time as you walk around the city, and then you go to see all these like different unique cats, and then they're there waiting for you, and they happen to be at like some other place that you can see, so you can enjoy the church or something
you
like
have a
that.
stand at
That
the-
would be a sick fucking tour.
We have a stand at the end of the tour where you can buy like cat trading cards and like Mr. Whiskers and all the famous ones. I saw.
Yeah, maybe you could have merchandise. Yeah.
You know what would make that even sicker?
What?
Is imagine if you go and see some of the cats, and there would be things that like people want to see a bunch, but you can't have people go in and everything. What if you went to some
This is
stations?
sarcasm coming.
It's not sarcasm. What if you go to some places and there's like a giant synagogue?
Yep.
And they want to like you. There's like a guided
Oh,
tour.
I see where this is going.
Do you?
Mhm. Yeah.
There's a guided tour where the person will talk you through like the construction of the synagogue for like 5 minutes. But what you've done is you go and you see the cat. The cat's here.
Yep.
And you got a big TV here.
Yep.
You're
Okay.
for sure
I'm not trolling. It's a good idea.
trolling.
It's a good idea. You got a big TV here.
Yeah.
You see the cat.
I'm
everything
taking you
pet it,
seriously
and
right
then
now.
you should be because it's a
Yes.
really good idea.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they give like a 2-minute walkthrough
Yeah.
while the cat has a GoPro attached, and then he walks through the place where he's been trained to walk, and then he goes, all right, and then they can show you as the cat stops at the places and gets a little treat, and then comes back to the beginning.
That's actually a really cute idea.
That would be super. And then you see the cat
think-
come back with his girlfriend, like, oh,
He
here's
told you by
Mr.
not
whatever,
trolling
and then they
it.
pet him, and you give him a thing, and you got your whole real life tour.
I don't know. Like you're just watching. Like I feel like it's more engaging to actually like be there with the cat.
Yeah, but you can't walk up in the synagogue rafters
Yeah,
and
you
everything. The
can't
cat
walk
could
up there.
give you a tour
How
on
are
a
you gonna train it?
GoPro.
How are you gonna train to do it? That'd be
How you
rough.
train any fucking cat, Dan? I
Hey,
don't know.
I don't know. They're that's the difference between cats and dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're gonna have cats stationed around the city, but you're a retarded fucking tour idea, I can't have cats that are trained to walk through a fucking church for 3 minutes?
No, because they're not going to like your attitude, and they're not
I think
gonna
they
do
would
it.
like my attitude.
They
I've had
definitely
way more
would not.
cats than you
No,
guys. I saw
they-
your cats, okay?
they are not
hate
gonna
you.
want anything to
Your
do with
cats
you.
hate you, and their assholes are massively dilated because you fuck them all the time, Dan. That's what's going on. That's why they hate you. Yeah.
You know, I don't even know what to say to you because that is crude. Okay.
It's not. You're
and it's a
gross.
personal attack. You are a bad person.
No, you're a bad person.
No, you're a bad.
You're a bad person.
You don't get to say that.
One time I visited Dan's house and he had a friend with him who was allergic to cats, and we step into the living room and the guy's like, "Hey, I'm allergic to cats," and Dan's like, "Oh, that's okay. I know how to get him to run out of the room immediately." And you know what Dan does? He pulls down his zipper and all the guys go, "Whoom!" and they run immediately because Dan's gonna fuck him. He ruined my joke. That was a good one. Don't leave me that way. Shut up. No, you fucked it up. No, you're not sorry. Did you fix the ATEM yet? Oh, we're moving everything now?
Why would we have fixed the ATEM at all?
Because we have bars.
We don't. I don't care about these fucking bars.
You should.
Push it a little more.
Hold on. Don't do
Do you
anything.
feel like you're funny? Like, do you think you could actually do a stand-up thing?
I would destroy you in stand-up.
You know, it would be.
You have a type 5?
It would be so bad. I've never done it, but I know that I would be.
I would only agree to do stand-up with you if you promise not to conceal carry, because you will kill yourself after our 2 routines.
You are not funny to most people. You're
I'm
not
at
enjo- you're
most
not en-
people.
you're not
I'm a
enjoyable to
riot.
most people.
I am so enjoyable.
Don't
You're not.
Yeah, you can put me in any environment. Look, I just did a
rating.
Turkey Tom documentary. Everybody loved me there. Every single person.
No.
The conservatives, the liberals, and your mom.
You're a grading person. That's
I'm not
my
that grating.
personal attack.
Nope.
And
It wasn't a personal attack. It was a
was a
compliment.
personal attack.
Your mom likes me.
leave my mom out of your goddamn mouth. Okay? Don't
As soon as she
don't
leaves
even
me
go
out of
there.
her mouth.
No, you're a bad. You know what it is? You've lost it. All you can do is your mom jokes now.
I
That's
can
it.
do any type of joke I want.
Well, that's all you got.
I just
It's
do
weak.
I do the correct jokes
Your
around
jokes
the
are
correct
weak.
people. They're not.
Listen.
Little pulling in, you guys. Sorry.
Okay, listen. Real talk though, I don't think you could do stand up.
What?
I don't think you could do
I
stand-up.
absolutely. Wait, hold on. Overload in chat. I'm sorry. Is this? Do we have a fucking video
No,
technician?
He said, like it needs to be 4K UHD, and I was telling him that. When
Yeah,
we plug
no
it in,
shit,
everything
Sherlock.
else-
If somebody makes a suggestion, okay. If somebody wants to help with video shit, okay, here's the deal, okay? They need to have a fucking video camera where you can see them, and then every time they suggest something that is in the manual that we've already tried, they have to do one slice of their wrist with a razor blade, okay? So we can immediately filter out anybody that's gonna be like, did you push that setting button for the thing? That's what we'll do. So that guy sounds like a 4 cuts guy. Like it would probably take him 4 cuts to get to some original solution, but maybe he'll skip the 4 self-harm moments if he just like thinks like, oh, well, what wouldn't they have tried first?
First of all, Overload, I appreciate your contribution. Unfortunately, we did try that before. Second of all, you're shitting on the guy who gave you the cat picture.
Which cat
To
picture?
own Dan.
What?
The one that helped you own Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry, Overload. I'm glad I'm not making you cut yourself to give me bad tech advice.
It was like that hard to find one photo of a cat fucking up a floor that you guys are worshiping the guy now. That's how pathetic you are.
He's the one who came up with the idea. I didn't even think to do that.
It's weak, is what it is. Okay.
Do you prefer to edge or goon?
You know, the problem is you don't have kids.
There's just one.
And you don't see yours.
Yeah.
But I have to face mine at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah?
Out of fear that they'll see some of this shit somehow. And I won't know what to say.
Oh, they're seeing it right now. Trust me. I'm talking to one
I
of them.
feel like
I got
all
one of them
can
on
do-
Discord.
I think maybe
I'm
I
chatting
just
with her.
become Amish. Oh, see, there we go. There we go. That is like the you have.
What? I can't talk to your kid?
You have pushed.
Haven't
it
you talked
too
to Nathan
far,
before?
Too far. Not a good look for you.
Nathan might be here in 2 weeks for a few days. He can hang out with your daughter.
I don't want my kids
They
anywhere
can have.
near your kids.
Oh, because why? They're not Jewish?
No, because I know how you fucking discipline kids. You want to go back to the whole debate we had about spanking? You're psychotic.
I don't spank my kids. I
You
don't punch
said
my
it
kids
would
at
be
over.
okay if Nathan went over to someone's house. I mean, we can.
Yeah, I said that if my kid goes to some other place,
Yes.
he needs to be ready for their discipline. If he fucks around and they spank people, then get fucked. That's on you.
You
Learn how to
are-
act in different environments.
You are-
That's called a life lesson, Dan.
That is called.
That's a life lesson.
You're delusional.
That's a life lesson.
I can't even believe that you would do that.
That's a life lesson.
You would be okay.
That's Nathan learning, hey, yeah, the rest of the world isn't as nice as your pushover dad is. So you know what? If you fuck around out there, you might find the fuck out. So ask your friends next time what the parents do. If you act the fool. And if he does, then get fucked. Boom.
I just
Easy.
imagine Poor Nathan going into a house and not taking off his shoes.
Yeah, and he gets his ass whipped. Good.
And
then he'll know for
you're okay with that.
if that's how the parents discipline their
So they have complete authority to do whatever they want.
That's their house, their rules. And when I get their kid, it's my house and my rules.
Yeah, I am definitely not sending my kids over to hang out with Nathan.
Good. Because they'd come back so disciplined, you'd be like, what happened?
Yeah, they would probably have
Someone
fucking
had
CPTSD.
suggestions. I just threw them in the
CP,
chat.
really,
Are they
Dan?
annoying suggestions?
Gross. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Good one,
It's
Dan.
about the camera controlled by the ATEM.
Talk about a below the belt hit, below the Velcro belt.
You just talked about messaging my daughter, you fucking psycho.
Why would you assume that has bad intent?
There is no good intent there.
We could want to play games together.
I
She's
don't-
going to be on the
I
Hell.
don't think- no,
I'm
I
going to
don't
play
think I wanna-
Are
Helldivers
you starting to
too.
play
It's going to
Minecraft?
be me, her, Nathan, and Wolfgang. We're going to play with our children.
You know, Wolfgang's mom is apparently 10 years ago on TeamSpeak, she was hot.
So she's
Good
probably
looking.
still hot.
No,
10
I don't
years
think so.
isn't a lot of
No,
time.
10 years when you're like 50 years old, it's a long time.
Yeah.
Like she was probably like at her peak, but she was good looking back then.
He's younger than us, isn't he?
I don't know. Oh, the old TeamSpeak days. You know those fucking weirdos are still out there somewhere?
Using TeamSpeak?
Not using TeamSpeak. I think they probably migrated to Discord at some point. But what were the names of those guys? It was like Populist Meat and oh fuck, I'm never gonna be able to remember the actual guys. That was way too fucking long ago.
When do we get a Minecraft server?
The benzos have hit too hard.
Good question.
You've subjected these people to
No,
Your
I'm
research.
I'm not doing that.
so much.
You're not
What?
playing Minecraft?
No,
Why?
I don't want to. Healer of Pains. Yep, that's another one. Wow, he was a veterinarian.
What if we did a Rust server?
No, I don't like that either. The problem is I play with my group and we just fucking dominate everyone. I like playing with my group.
Bring your group to the DGG server.
You know, we did that and we fucking steamrolled everyone. Completely and utterly. It was not fun for us. Dan is looking rough. Hey, fuck you, I miss Poke. Bitch. I look fine. I look pretty damn good for 40 years old. Alright? I don't know how the fuck how did I get to be 40?
One
You know
year
how
at a
fucking
time.
wild that shit is that I'm 40? I feel like I'm 24, but I'm 40. Somehow. Shit is fucked up. Like, really fucked up. It went by too fast.
Maybe being 40 is cool now.
No, not
Okay.
really.
Well,
No.
You don't feel cool?
No,
I feel like 35
I'm
is
fucking
cool. I'm cool.
No, well, I'm cool despite my age. You're not cool.
You're like cool by proxy of
No.
me, basically. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What you are
Yeah, tell me.
is not cool.
Okay.
It's divisive.
Yeah.
And,
That's cool. Being divisive is cool.
Yeah.
Divisive's not cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
not cool.
It is
I
very
agree.
cool.
That's just,
Nobody would be like, wow, that guy's so divisive. Rock on.
Yeah,
So
because they use the word edgy instead. That
Hey,
is
you're-
cool.
No shot.
a
Edgy
debate
doesn't mean
pervert.
divisive.
Of course it does.
And edgy doesn't inherently mean cool.
Edgy by definition means offensive, which tends to be divisive.
Okay. So
You okay?
Lycan, I think we just get into this before it goes too late.
Uh-oh.
Lycan, we have to save you.
We're not doing this publicly.
You don't want to do it publicly?
At the end of the day, I have always supported Israel's right to exist.
All right.
I've
Well,
never
we'll do
been
it. We'll do it another
anti-Semitic.
time.
It's
I'm
annoying.
confident that we can come up with a
The most
solution.
Don't
annoying
say
thing to
we.
come up
This is
today-
your project, not me.
You think that Lycan is unsavable?
I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm just chilling and streaming. You're the one that has the mission.
Okay. All right. We'll do this another time. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a very deep.
I thought Jews didn't like
You know what we could
converts.
do? Imagine we could do viewer call-ins right now. That would be fun.
We got some audio to work on for that, but yeah.
You could, actually.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I think you could do it quite simply. You would just connect a speaker to the computer, and then the audio would automatically go into OBS because it's a speaker, and then you just turn it up, we could hear it.
it'd have to be a device here because otherwise the delay from anything on OBS would be too long, right?
Nope.
No.
It would work perfectly. I can already envision the entire solution in my mind from
Yeah.
start to finish. Audio,
remember-
video, all incorporated from where it comes from the user delivered to the viewer. Absolutely every stage is in my mind right
Do you
now.
remember the funniest fucking thing?
Yeah, it was that time.
Shut the fuck up! I haven't finished speaking yet. The funniest thing is when we did viewer call-ins and I made people end in a vowel, and your audience is so fucking stupid that 90% of them couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And some of them, the ones that even did do it, were so dumb that they would be like, they would ask their question at the end. They'd be like, pizza.
You know,
I
you could go
was
into
like, we need a better class
you could
of
go
villain.
into a fucking room with very intelligent people, and they're all going to struggle with that sudden fucking restriction on their speech.
The problem is you're spoiled because you're speaking to one of the most talented orators you've ever had the opportunity to come across. So you're just used to everybody be able to do that like on the fly like me.
Yeah, you're caught. You can't
not
answer.
caught anywhere.
You can't answer.
I just don't know why you're RPing as a fucking owl right now.
Wait, who?
Keep going. We call that the reverse Uno. We call that the reverse Uno. You know.
That was good. That was good. I'll give it to you. I'm gonna use that one. I got some people that do the who's to me a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't, sometimes I don't always have the answer. That's a good response. It's good. I'll give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
It's rare. You've been off your game today.
No.
Just because of some technical issue that you're having here.
I'll figure it out. It's gonna come to me in a dream.
Well, you ever have moments that things come to you like that where you just envision it? I actually do have that. Do you not have that?
No, but I don't think I problem solve like that right now. So no.
I've had several of like I don't want to say my best ideas, but I've had really good solutions come to me during the shower for some reason. Now, it could be that it's just like it happens to like come to you right when you first wake up in the morning and you're kind of in that half dream state a little bit. But I've definitely had shower thoughts that have things that I wouldn't think about that were crazy.
I think it might just have to be like the lack of outside stimulation like that or doing the gym when it's just headphones, music, nothing like not audiobooks or anything like that, but just in the shower you have nothing fucking distract you. You're in the gym listening to headphones, nothing except just thoughts as you're going. So I think that like clarity of in the moment allows you to like really think through shit.
I feel like it's lack of clarity that helps. I think that what happens is when you're trying to solve a problem, you're so stuck down a certain path that it's like ingratiated in your mind and you can't see anything. But when you take a step back, you go to sleep, you wake up or whatever, and you're kind of thinking, you're like less focused on it, and you kind of can see around it a little bit more, and you might stumble onto something. You're like, oh shit, actually, what about this fucking thing?
True. I mean, because you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
When you're there, you're just there, and all of a sudden it kind of like passively hits you a little bit.
I might have had those moments of like Factorio, but right now I just like read and debate. So there's not like I'm not like problem solving. Like I need like a clever way to work through it. It's not a thing that I was thinking right now. So. Sell me on the MacBook.
The MacBook is the best laptop, I think, if you don't care about gaming.
It's fast.
I can still play Rust on this.
Wait, tell me. So here's what I like about this. I feel comfortable. I look a little lame, but I don't care. I feel comfortable going out to eat with this. I could like take this with me.
Yeah.
And like set it on a place.
I mean, that's the same size as this.
No, it's smaller.
Well, okay, well, this is the 14. I guess you could get the 13. It's the same size, pretty much.
This is
with the
11
hardware
point.
keyboard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling you on the MacBook, I mean, I feel an iPad with a hardware keyboard.
Can you text with that?
Yes.
Yeah, the one really nice part about a Mac is that it integrates if you're already in the
Does it have a
iPhone.
Does it have an eSIM on it?
I don't think so, no. I don't think you have
Boom.
that.
Bullshit. Don't care. I'm
But
good.
it's so
wait.
easy to pair it to your phones.
I'm good. Then I have to have my phone with me.
Huh?
Then I have to have my phone with me.
I wonder if you can do it with your watch. Can an Apple Watch act as a hotspot?
I
don't know.
no way. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
No shot. It can't.
It would be sick, right?
That would be so sick.
What is it?
Can Apple Watch hotspot? Holy shit, that would
Wait, can it?
be no way.
I don't know. That's why we're asking the question.
No, the watch cannot be used as a hotspot.
I feel like that could be something that could come.
Do you think the iPad can? It must be able to be. Yes, absolutely.
Just get it out.
Wait, you found a solution? When filming live with the B Pro, the HDMI will not output at 1920 output. So you set up your ATEM to run the stream, but those settings will disable them in the camera menu. Who said this?
Prism in chat.
Oh, can you have him send a picture with the...
Yeah, we need
Just
one
run
cut.
wrist.
We
Yes,
need one
thank
cut
you.
on your wrist.
Thank you.
Well, no, we have to test it first.
I already know it. It just reading this looks fucking retarded.
Did you read the other one?
What was the other one?
Oh, I put a couple.
Lycan, did you try changing the camera ID to make the ATEM not control an out-of-bounds ID? Now that, okay,
Have you guys moved the camera and you've made my screen visible? What about if I wanted to look at fucking
What? What?
you?
Look at what?
Yeah,
We told you no.
This is hacky, but clever.
that is fucking unbelievable.
How do I change
What could have
the
happened in
ID
this
of the camera?
situation?
Any idea?
Thank God I have real homies out there looking out for me. This is an amateur hour over here. This would never happen.
Wait, no, we literally can't see your screen at all.
Yeah, because I just moved my computer over. You guys.
Screen, Dan.
So when it comes to like your business mind, like when it, you're like, I'm not going to be the next Elon Musk, whatever. But like, do you ever get the feeling like, okay, I haven't started something new, and feel like you're stagnating, or like you need like the next excitement of, okay, this is the idea, we're getting the website together, we're designing, we're implementing. Like, do you get that drive?
I mean, I have ideas of things that I want to do, and I still feel like I have more to offer this world. And it's, I think that the challenge is trying to figure out what you want to be in life. And it's sometimes, I know that sounds very broad and open and everything along those lines, but it's very easy to just sit back and not be known and fucking sit there and, I don't know, watch cartoons all day or fucking something or whatever. That's easy. That's a default path in life, to play Rust all day and do it if you have the opportunity to do it. But I think that my fear of waking up and being 85 years old and looking back and being like, I had the opportunity when I was 30, when I was 35, when I was 40, when I was 45 to do something and make a difference, or to come up with some invention or whatever, probably is something that I'd actually try and make happen. So I'm thinking a lot about that now, about what can I do to make the world a better place and do
What
stuff.
does that look like to you? Like, so you
Well, it
said
depends.
these
I don't
three things,
know how to cure cancer.
Yeah, for sure. But you said, so make the world a better place. You have more to offer, and what can you do to make a difference? What does making a difference look like for Dan?
I don't know. It depends. Like, you have to go off of my skill set. My skill set is mostly technical based, and of course you're balancing that with other stuff that isn't necessarily things that make the world better. But it's a challenge to go out there and say, oh, I want to make the world a better place. It's actually kind of a very Jewish thing. They push that. And I know it sounds kind of stupid to say, but if you go around any synagogues or anything like that, these people are fucking huge on doing this shit. And it's annoying and it's obnoxious. And constantly they're trying to do mitzvahs, right? They're trying to do good things for people, and for whatever fucking reason. And there's other shit I could say. They're really, like, if they know that you're Jewish but you don't believe in the shit, they won't leave you the fuck alone. I walk by and say, excuse me, are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? Come with me. Put on the tefillin. And it's like, the fuck off away from me, you psychotic lunatic and sky god believer. But they just, yeah, I don't know. I think you should try to do good things if you can. You should try to have impact on the world if you can, but only if you enjoy doing it. Be hedonistic. Right? That's what I do. I do what I want to do. Right now I want to do this. And if I want to stop doing it, I'll stop doing it. But right now I feel like I should try to do, right now I feel like I should, do, I guess, whatever this is a little bit.
Media?
No, not necessarily media, but right now I like hanging out with Steve. Even though he's like over there fucking texting with some girl. I'll probably be like, wait a minute, you're 5'6"?
Girl, that's your mother, Dan.
Wait, you're 5'6"? Why didn't you put that in your Tinder profile? All you said was that you were famous. That's how it typically goes.
So I have a question about when you say changing the world, like, so do you mean like from something as impactful as, obviously you said can't cure cancer, right?
Yeah.
But like things like PayPal have had a huge impact, right? What that gave us the ability to do as far as taking money, transferring money, whatever, like that has in many ways changed the world. So like, are you thinking on that grand scale of curing AIDS and cancer? Or are you thinking of just something that's super impactful?
I don't know. I wish I could say that like my goal was to like cure AIDS or cure cancer or something like that. But I also recognize I have none of the skills to do that. The skills I have are only in management and like technicalities and
But you specifically want to do humanitarian shit?
No, not really.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that the things that I want to do, I think it's good if they can do good, but they don't have to do good. Like, I guess if I woke up tomorrow and all I really wanted to do was like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like something like just make tables, and it kind of fucked up the rainforest, but like I had a passion for making tables.
Yeah.
I guess I would just do that. And that's not like making the world better, but I would probably lie to myself, be like, you know what, my tables are out there and people, they're getting sturdy tables and I'm making the world a better place, one table at a time.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. I don't know. So that's what I would that's what I would basically kind of think about, I guess.
But you do like the feeling of like, oh yeah, I did a good thing. Like that helped that person in this way. Like it seems like you think that's meaningful.
I don't know. You're supposed to try and do good things, but that's easier said than done. Especially, I'm in a very privileged place where I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Most people don't have that, and I think for most people, it's like such a condescending thing to even have this conversation when they're like, wow, that's really nice. I can barely fucking put food on the table. But, you know, fuck them.
What is
We have the conversation anyways.
Well, I mean, I think there's
Fuck them.
there's lots of really easy ways to make the world a better place. Like you can do little shit in your community, you can volunteer, blah blah whatever. And even if you're super busy, it's like I don't know if you can smile to people on the street. That's literally not nothing. If you're just really polite to everyone.
No, I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
No.
All that.
I think those people are cringe. And when they fucking smile at me, I'm like, ugh.
Think of all the lives you've changed with Redact. Like, think about how many careers have probably been saved because someone found your app before they submitted a job application.
You know,
or
it's
ran for public
not
office.
for that. It's for, honestly, it's for, if I'll tell you this, actually, you know, this is a good thing. The big thing that I care about the most right now, this is how I save the world, is I stop AI, okay?
Really?
Because I'll tell you right now, one of the big things that we're working on is limiting your data so that AI can't get access to it. That is the biggest thing. So if you want to know why Redact hasn't done all as far as shit, one, it's because Sly Fox and John Pip are lazy cocksuckers who won't do shit except play video games all day because they're stupid motherfuckers and getting married and all this other bullshit. So there's that. And one of the other ones that I rely on do on shit plays fucking Rust all day. So that's the reason. Three of the main people I rely on are fucking useless. Okay? So there's that. On top of that, the other thing is that we're focusing pretty heavily on two things, which is kind of going into the AI and also, I'm sure everyone has seen, like, you know, every fucking YouTube video you watch right now is like, and that's why today I want to think my personal data is out there on the web, but with whatever bullshit service, you can remove it. It's like everyone now is like trying to remove yourself from like peoplesearchusa.com. Like that's going to fucking do anything. Everyone still has your goddamn information. All it really is it's a bunch of jerk off session for people to like hopefully get their phone number off of Google. That's what that whole business is. All these people blowing up all of your fucking YouTube ads with this shit is to remove your shit from fucking Google search so it doesn't show up there.
Yeah.
What we're actually going to do, okay, is focus on removing content from AI, removing content, and the way you remove content from AI is you just have to try and make stuff unavailable to it.
Why do you think that's going to save everybody though? Why do you think
I don't know.
AI learning more is bad?
I don't know. It's a big gamble.
Okay,
I'm
it is a big gamble.
hoping it turns into
Yeah.
Skynet, and then I can be like the savior.
I was gonna say that's something I could fight you on. I think AI is going to be the golden savior.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It can either be good or maybe it can turn evil.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be one or the other, right? There's not really much else hard to do. It's not going to be just irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean,
What made you decide on the determination that we need to be saved from it?
listen, I think I don't. I just think it's important. I don't necessarily agree with the idea that AI can just get access to anything it wants to, copyrighted content, and make use of that for its benefit just because of whatever. I don't think that just because it learns off of your data that it has a full path to do that. I think that if you made something that you kind of, I don't know, it's a complicated thing. But yeah.
Love IP.
I think that artists should be credited for their work. I think that if you write a book, that there's value in that. And I think that in a certain extent, if someone's able to come in there and slurp all that up and then use your research and your data and your art to do other shit similarly, without compensation, without recognition or anything, that's not good. And I think that there needs to be, first off, there needs to be a system to tell robots that your shit's not for sale. I don't think there's a standardized, like, you have a robots.txt right now and you can put in there like, don't crawl me and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's standardized.
So
But
you're anti-AI art, probably anti-AI music.
I'm not anti for it. I think that if you opt into it, that's awesome and it's sick and AI is good on that front. But I think you have to get permission. I don't think you just get to go do whatever you want to do and then say, oh, sorry.
So you're anti-freedom, total freedom of these things.
If you want to have your art sold to ChatGPT, that's. I think they should pay.
It's our art. It's our music.
I think they should be able. You should be able to do it and use it.
What if AI, like, let's say you have AI, I don't know, you say, I need an outline about this, right? And it produces one. And it is for all, by every standard, you're omniscient, you know this. It is not actually like stealing any work as far as delivering it in a way that has already been published, right? It's very unique already. All it's done is gone through a bunch of New York Times articles, a bunch of documents, whatever, and it has literally learned. What is the difference between that and myself or someone else like doing that same reading and writing that same outline, except for the fact that it can do it with a greater capacity than we can?
The other thing is an owned item that can be sold and resold. You can't be sold and resold, so it's a commodity that's been built off of you.
So you're saying the fact that AI is going to be sold to people, that's the issue?
Or it's a product that is. So if you go and you look at a lot of paintings and you start painting like that, there's no problem with that. You've learned based off of that. If a system does that, that's copyright infringement and theft, and that's kind of the answer to that. Is that basically it has a value that you've created off of it? Would be my kind of very broad, you know.
So again, we're talking about scope. Like, what if technically, if let's say I want to be a writer, right? And I again do all that learning through reading all those things, and then I go and get hired. Am I not technically a commodity at that point? That's profiting off of the work of others because I learned from it.
You can't be sold, at least not in America.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm saying that yes, that like if you put your stuff out there. So I don't know what to say. I don't think that AI should be able to get access to your art and your work and then basically make derivatives off of it. And like a good example of this is, I think recently, I don't even know if this is true, so it could be some fake news bullshit, but I retweeted it anyway, so fuck it. But apparently there was something where GitHub was training its data off of private code repositories. Like that would be the example of like, hey, wait a second, that's not okay, right? Because like, let me give you an example. Let's say, so I'll give you a real example. We have something really cool in Redact that we worked really hard on that very few people have. I don't even know of any other software that has it, and it's super sick. And it's this thing that can scan your browser and automatically import all of your logins. So when you start Redact for the first time, you can just click scan browser, and it will basically scan your Firefox, your Chrome, your IE, all that shit, find out all the sites that you're logged into that we support, and automatically add them into Redact, so you don't have to go and type your username and password. That is a super fucking cool feature that we worked really hard at doing, and it's not trivial to do what we did. Like, people are like, wait a minute, how do you even do that? Google Chrome encrypts that cookie file. How are you getting access to that to do that? So we did it, and that's super fucking cool. But now the idea that just because our code was on GitHub, that some dipshit can go and be like, I want to log in from my browser, that GitHub will be able to give them that answer that we worked hard at doing. And that's the problem, is that we put the effort in there. We put the effort in there, and I don't think someone else should get that just because they asked a fucking question, how do I do this? So that's a fundamental kind of...
I don't know, we don't have to debate if you want, but I'm like, wouldn't that be protected by copyright?
No, that's the whole problem with AI, right? It's learning from your code, so when you ask it a question, it's not literally copying one for one, but it's like doing it based off of it. So yeah that's... Like, I mean, I can't make it more simple. Imagine that you fucking, the random DGG chatter that's sitting there, imagine you came up with a super fucking sick math equation, okay?
I mean, I totally get it. It's like, if it can use it for training data, it can resell whatever the fuck that thing is.
Yeah, I mean, how do I put this? Like, in the simplest way, imagine you had created something unique that no one else knows how to do, and you're the only one. You created something brand new, and no one, like, it could be like some brand new exploit that nobody else in the world has that lets you hack into any device on Linux because of some fundamental vulnerability with the TCP stack and fucking whatever, right? And you put it on GitHub, and you're just you're doing your work, and it's a private repository, and no one else can see it. It is exponentially fucked up that someone else might get access to that just because they say, hey, how can I do this? And it's learned off of your data to give that to you. That's not okay. That's not acceptable.
I think that's something like, I agree with you. Like.
But that's all AI. That's all of it. You can't just say, oh, you can learn off this. If you want to learn off of my data, then I think that I should consent and probably should be compensated for it as a result.
I'd say with things like that, I'm completely on your side because like it's, I don't know, you make a fucking what do you call it? Well, you make a product and someone makes a knockoff that, like fidget spinners, right? Like someone at one point made the original fidget spinner, but it takes no real brains to figure out how to make a fidget spinner work. So then you can do all the fucking knockoffs.
Whenever you want to go for like supper and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be very, very soon.
Yeah, we just go.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Wait, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Have any shout outs?
Lycan Cooks on Twitter.
Nope.
Yeah, check out redact.dev. It's software that me and about 20 guys, 3 of them do all, but software to let you reclaim your privacy. It lets you mass delete your content on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, like 30 other services, anything you can imagine. And very shortly, we will allow you to basically do what all these other dipshit data broker remover sites do, and let you do that as well for free at the same price. And the AI opt-out stuff as well. So we're doing all that stuff. We're bringing it together. So if you haven't already, please redact.dev, check it out. It's free for Twitter and Reddit. So yeah, go clean it. In the words of a very wise football player, Tabor Pepper snapping from the San Francisco 49ers, nobody is going through your tweets or your Reddit posts from 3+ months ago because they're up to some good. They're there trying to fuck you up. All right. So get rid of that shit. Go delete it. All right. That's it.
That's a wrap.